Hello, this is a preview of Easy Animator Pro 2.2. This is January 7th, 2017, Tuesday as I record this, and I hope to get this to you by the end of the week at least. So what you'll notice right away is I've kind of taken all these options here and just put them all in one spot. Some of these were buried inside of properties, and just kind of didn't make sense. Now you'll still find them in properties here. So if I click on this, I still have some of these there. Fine. So, but you also have them centrally located here. We've made the preset group smaller, and now reset, by the way, also it does a full reset now. So if I apply an animation here, and then I click on reset, that animation is gone. So doesn't just reset the size and position; it also resets the fact that just kind of treats it as if you've just imported it again. So that's pretty useful. So another thing that's been added is the new text features, and really I think that this is one of the most important add-ons. You'll notice that we now have the built-in fonts. Some people requested that, but more importantly, with system fonts, it's just so many fonts, many of us anyways. And so rather than having to search through them all the time, I wanted to make favorites so that you can just go in and select them immediately. This is particularly useful for those of you who are doing something like Russian or Arabic or Hebrew or something like that, and you needed to be able to get at your fonts, specifically here. So it makes it much easier for you to find your fonts and get to work right away. So another thing that's been fixed is the animation effects and the import animation effects. So a series of things here on this. So this is blobs. This is part of Anibit's Mega Bundle. It's a bonus in there, and you'll notice that what I've done is I've reversed all of these. Okay, so I found that to be much more useful. So I'll do a demonstration here in just a second, but you'll find for Easy Animator Pro members, I'm going to be going through all of these, and each one of them is going to need to be a separate download. So you'll be installing each one individually. Sorry, but you only have to do it once. But what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm kind of doing the same thing here. So there'll be something like 35 to 40 animations per group, which is why I had it to where you don't have to scroll down to see through all of them. You just click on whichever one you want to check out, and then it's going to have just that showing. But again, a lot of these I'll have the reverse of the animation because, let me go back now for a demonstration. I really found that it was kind of neat to be able to do a reverse version of it. This is one of my favorite ones to show this to you with. So I'll select a different color for this one that's kind of similar. Come on now. And then if I play that, let me get this a little bit closer. And when I play that, it kind of is interesting. So it created a little bit more of an interesting effect with just the reverse version of that animation. So I really felt like that was adding to the value. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of the animations that it makes sense. And when I say when it makes sense, there's times when I found that some of the animations were beginning and ending at the same spot. And it pretty much it didn't look different. So I'll be going through. So you'll find the explosions, shapes, streaks, strikes, and strokes up there in the member area as I go through and get the kind of reversed versions of them as well, and then have them installed as one. Again, the blobs is part of Anibit's Mega Bundle, so it's not won't be in the member area. So that is the majority of what's been added to Easy Animator Pro version 2.2 beyond bug fixes and some cleanup there. So there is a few things that I'm aware of in particular. There's some delay-oriented stuff that we need to still find and clean up. So we're working on that. And then beyond that, pretty much it's all about the timeline from here on out.